Good morning and welcome back to We Are the South Stand. Slightly different location today. Cass is hogging the studio, so I'm in my lounge. So here we are. Shout out to everyone who's in here. LB will be with us very shortly to make it two bald blues or two blue balls, however you want to phrase it. But hope everyone is well on this Friday morning. Let's just see who's in here. Yes, David, what you saying, bro? Hope you're good. Okay, you're here. The vibe, what you saying, bro? The vibe, you know what? I can never work out the vibe because the vibe, 1 minute you're negative, but I'm beginning to realise you're just a rage baiter. You're just here for rage bait. And I fall for it. Yes, Jessica. Saying everyone hit that like button. Yeah, please, people. Let's get those lights up as quick as possible. We need to get those lights up early. Listen, the channel's taken a bit of a hit recently because I've been lazy as fuck. So we need that like button hit. Here he is. What are you saying, bro?
Yo, what's happening, man?
I've gone bald, just like you.
I just whipped it off.
Officially there. Whipped it off. How are you?
I'm all right, mate. Yeah. Good, bro.
Do you know what? I'm just going through all the chat, but LB, I've decided over the last couple of days in my head, yeah, I'm fucking gassing myself.
What?
I'm starting to think that we're underestimating our team, you know.
We're so emotional, City fans, aren't we? We're so emotional, man. I'll be real with you. Like it was only like 2 weeks ago. We were like, "Yeah, we're fucking shit. Season's over. Yeah, we'll look to next year."
Four games ago, this time 2 weeks ago, I swear, this time 2 weeks ago, we haven't played Man United, and I was saying at the moment, I'm giving Pep 10 games, and it's not looking good. Right? now I'm saying, do you know what? Liverpool don't look that good. Fucking Arsenal are bottle jobs, and I reckon we're just going to get better.
Yeah. No, I think with City are going to click into gear at some point. I think pretty much everyone agrees that at some point City will get better and click into gear. The question has always been for me is when will that happen? And will we still be in a title race by that point? So you'd like to think that given what's happened over the last week, 2 wins and a draw against three big sides, no, not all good of them, that maybe we can kick on from it. And this is why now I'm saying, Daps, if I know some City fans are like, we ain't winning the league. Right, cool, right? This isn't for you then, this conversation. If you're a City fan that still thinks we can win the league, which I am still one of those City fans.
Yeah, I am now.
I still think we've got a chance. Let me just say, I think we're clinging on for dear life, but I do think we're still in a race. We've got to win the next 5 Premier League games. Yeah, and then you've got to beat Liverpool as well. So the pressure's on now. The pressure is on. You know what I mean? We put ourselves in a position, to have the pressure because of the 2 losses against Brighton and Spurs. But if this team is good enough to win the next 5 games, absolutely. If we do that, we can go into that Liverpool game and see what happens, man. But yeah, I'm up for it, man. But the players have to respond and show us. Do you know what I mean? Over the last week, they've done well. You know what I mean? They've probably done more than what any City fans thought. I don't think any City fan really thought was going to win 2 and get a draw. I think most people would have said we were going to lose 1 somewhere. So it started off well, but they have to build momentum now. You know what I mean? We have to take this up a notch, man.
This is it. When you look at this game this weekend, right? And it's mad because obviously we've had United, a derby, Napoli, and with De Bruyne returning, and the first Champions League game of the season, and then we've had Arsenal, right? And all of those were fucking important games. But now is just as important that now all that good work we've done, right? Yeah. Now we've got an easier run for the next couple of games, but we have to make them count now. because
I agree.
we've done some good work now, but this is where now we need to start kind of stamping a bit of authority on games.
Like 100%, bro. Because people can say that, we went to the Emirates, right? We did a job, we put in a big effort. The lads worked extremely hard, and very unlucky in the end to draw the game. 4 minutes away from winning the game. But like you say, if we go and fucking draw tomorrow or lose, it means fuck all. It means nothing. It just means nothing at all. You know what I mean? So this is what I'm talking about now. Is that I see last week, as a platform. We built a platform to be able now to go and say, right, you've kept yourselves in it. You built a bit of confidence. You've got winnable games coming up. Go and fucking win them. And if you do, then, by the time we get to that Liverpool game, we'll be right in it. And that Liverpool game will be massive. If you,
that's the thing.
You just can't afford now to drop points.
No.
You can't.
This is it. Pep just needs to. And I feel like Pep is enjoying being the underdog. I feel like he maybe feels like there's less pressure on him at the moment as well. He's having a bit of a fucking laugh with the press a lot. Like the fact that we aren't favourites anymore. But I don't know. I feel like we've got a chance now. Exactly what you said. That Liverpool game is the marker, right? But we have to, at the moment, I think our hardest game is probably Villa away. And at the moment, Villa do not look the same team. I watched them last night. They're not looking the same. They're not as clinical now. So that is a winnable game. Now, if we go unbeaten, I'm not saying we win every single one, but if we go unbeaten and really and truly every single one is winnable, all of a sudden that Liverpool game, because it's at the Etihad, the spin on it will completely change. Because look, if we go on that run, everyone in the Premier League is going to be talking about us again.
Facts.
Yeah, I don't know. I've just even watching the game on Wednesday night, right? Obviously, it wasn't our best 11 out. It was a rotated team. But I just felt like 9 months ago, we would have lost that game with that rotated team. I think we would have lost that game just because. Whereas now, I don't know. It just seems like we've got other players coming in, and we still look. I mean, what do you take of the game on Wednesday? Anyone stand out to you really?
Probably Nico G was probably the biggest winner, I think. You know what I mean? But it was just one of those where, you're playing a rotated team, Savio getting his first start, Rico playing in the middle for the first time in a while. It's just about going there, getting the job done. I thought Foden was exceptional first half.
Yeah, I thought Foden was very good.
Nico G was exceptional second half. But I don't know. I don't really think you can read too much into those games, man. You got a rotated team. It's just about getting the win. You know what I mean? That's it. It's a cup competition. Win the game, move on. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we did. We controlled the game. They had 3 shots in the whole match. Yeah.
Didn't go, did you?
No, I did a watch along.
Yeah, right. No.
No, I went to the Bolton game the day before, innit? Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, I don't know. I just feel now. And do you think Rodri comes back in, by the way, on Saturday?
Absolutely, mate. Yeah,
you do.
Absolutely, bro. It's a must-win game. It's a must-win game. When you got a must-win game, you play Rodri. Yeah, you don't not play Rodri in a must-win game. So yeah, absolutely, I play him. Absolutely, I play him. 100%. I think it would be ridiculous not to play him. Again,
I think he might be rested.
Nah. He didn't play against Huddersfield, man. He's had a week off. Do you know what I'm saying? So, there's no need to rest him. He's had a week off, man. You know what I mean? We don't play Monaco until Wednesday. We've got Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. He's
got 4 days. Yeah, fair. Yeah. Fair. What about on the left? What are you doing on the left? You keeping
Doku, innit?
No. Sorry, I didn't mean the left. On the right. Sorry, what are you meaning? And I mean right back with Khusanov.
Oh, right back. Fucking hell.
Actually, bro, do you know what? I was watching back the highlights of the Arsenal game, and Nunes actually made some quite good challenges, in that game.
Bro, Nunes played well, 100%. I've seen some people saying he played shit, and I was like, what? I thought he had a good game, man. The problem with Nunes is I think he unsettles everybody. Everyone became, when he come on the pitch, everyone become more nervous, man.
Yeah.
But I'm looking at it here, Their left winger is called Jaden Anthony. Right. I can't tell you much about him, so I'm just wondering, is he rapid guy? Is he more of a techie baller? I don't know what he's about. But I don't know, man. To be honest with you, I'd go Nunes.
Yeah.
I'd go Nunes. The reason I go Nunes is, we're at home. Yeah, they're likely to sit back. If you watch the way they played against Liverpool, and they were at Burnley in that game, and I think they're likely to sit back. In that situation, I think you need more of an attacking outlet at the right back. So I'd probably play Nunes.
What about that? Danny Mills and Sibierski. And it's, of course, it's going to be Doku up against Walker.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting, man. I can't lie.
I think Walker could get cooked,
Bro, I hope he does, man. You know what I mean? I hope he gets caught. I hope Jeremy Doku has him on toast, mate. But this is another big game for Doku because he's had 3 good games.
Yeah.
Everyone's raving about him, and rightly so. He's been excellent. But again, it's all about consistency, innit? You know what I mean? He's had a week off now. We're going into a game now where we really need to win this game, and ideally, it'd be nice if we can get like a statement win. Score 3 goals. He's up against a 35-year-old. I think Walker's 35. So I'm looking at Doku now saying, go and fucking roast this guy, man. Go and cook the guy. You know what I'm saying? And see what happens, man. But yeah, Jeremy Doku, 100%.
I agree with you on this being, I want a statement win here as well, though. I want this to be come on, like Rodri and them lot saying, come on, let's go out and smash these and get back to really starting to lift the pressure off of us. And it no longer be can City continue this form, to it being kind of back to how it used to be, where it's City going to continue this form until we play Liverpool. We don't worry. I think to start getting that momentum. Momentum is everything, man. Because going into that Liverpool game, the thing is, because Liverpool haven't impressed me much yet, I think if we can keep them within touching distance, because I think the same as you, by about February time, I think we're going to be cooking. But it's if we can keep up with everyone until then.
Facts. That's it. Will we still be in the race, or will we be finished?
And do you know what? The other thing, I've said this yesterday, is all of these players coming back after the international break, right? It's massive. So the 4 players. If you look at the Arsenal game, right? If we had Marmoush come on for Haaland for the last 20, if we had Kovacic to come on, and whether it be come on for Rodri when Rodri started to get a bit tired, and if we had Cherki to come on for Foden, would that have impacted the Arsenal game potentially? And I think this is the thing at the moment. I'm looking at our bench, and our bench is still very weak. It is very weak.
Maybe. I'm not sure if it would have changed much. Potentially. Who knows? But we need them anyway.
We need them back.
Impacted the Arsenal game? I don't know, but we definitely need them back, man. Yeah, it's important that we get these players back, especially for me, Cherki and Marmoush. I think we need them back desperately. Obviously, good news is apparently Cherki is going to be back a lot quicker than they reckon he might be back next weekend.
Yeah, well, no, I saw that. France are saying, or some sources in France saying they think he might be back for the Monaco game. I don't think we'll rush him. I think if we look at the way a few of our players were handled before the last international break, where it's a bit like, do you know what? When we come back from the international break, I don't think we're into Russian players, and I don't think we should. The other thing is, it's all well and good, those players coming back, but we need to make sure that the players that are already back manage to get through the international break without getting any injuries. It's all well and good if Cherki and Marmoush come back, but if fucking Foden and, I don't know, Haaland or something go away on international duty, I don't know who's actually going to be going away this time. It's interesting to see if as many go away. Anyway, you seen the news on these contract extensions?
Yeah, I see the Savinho one last night. Yeah,
the Savinho one's mad.
Yeah, it's a little bit baffling, isn't it? Like, he's only had 1 year and he scored 1 goal. So
and he's been given a 6-year extension.
Yeah. Well, it's what is it? A 2-year extension on his current deal?
Is that what it is? It's just 2 years.
I think it's 2 years on his current. I think he's got 4 years left. I think they're giving him maybe 1 or 2 years extra. But
I'm saying release clause to be put in there.
Why would they put a release clause?
That would be a Savinho request. I don't think we'd naturally do.
I don't know why we do that, but I don't know. It's just a bit. It's weird. you know, because he's only scored 1 goal last year. He had an okay year last year, but it wasn't like at Alvarez. When Alvarez came in and within 6 months we give him a new contract, but everyone was like, yeah, fucking hell, the guy deserves it. Like,
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Bit of a. I don't really understand it, to be honest with you. Like, obviously, City have got a plan. They they obviously know what they're doing, but from the outside looking in, it does seem a little strange that you give him a. I'm a big fan of Savinho, but I still find it a bit weird, to be honest.
Yeah. It's just. I don't know. The other ones I did see though, I did see that Gvardiol's on the list of players to get a new contract as well. That's the one we need.
He's only got 2 years at the end of the season, so we need to get him locked up. We need to get Foden locked up. Another weird one for me was the Stones one. I'm not against giving John Stones a contract.
Sorry, what? I haven't seen that. Stones is being given it.
Apparently so, yeah. Apparently they're going to give Stones one. But I thought to myself, I'm not against it, but I thought...
What, they're dropping his wages?
I imagine that they probably will reduce it a little bit, but I would have thought they would have at least waited a couple of months to see what his fitness is like. I mean, it's not been too bad at the start of the season, but we've only played 6 games. So I was quite surprised. I was quite surprised to see Stones be on that list as well.
Yeah,
but
I mean, the Rodri one. I don't know if you saw this, but I got a message the other day of someone saying that apparently Barcelona are trying to put together a big package for Rodri. Right,
it wouldn't surprise me. Yeah,
and that Rodri wants to know if Pep is going to extend.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, he's still not signed a contract, which is worrying. If he's not signed a contract by the end of 2025, I'd be concerned. I would be concerned, I can't lie. I think, you know, at some point, you have to go, like, what the fuck's going on? You know what I mean? It's like with the Gundogan thing. When Gundogan got to sort of like March, April, and he's still not signed a contract in the treble year, it was like, well, he's obviously leaving. You know what I mean? Yeah. And people were still like, no, he'll sign a contract at the end of the season. It's like, what? If he's our captain of the football club, if he was going to sign, he would sign now. He's obviously leaving. So I think with Rodri, that doesn't mean he's obviously leaving Rodri because he's still got a contract. But if he's not signed a contract by the end of this year, 2025, I'd be like, you got to ask yourself, why? What's the logical explanation? Like, apparently, City want to put Rodri on like 400 grand a week. And the guy's probably on like 200 grand a week. So what logical reason would there be for him not to sign that contract extension already? Why are we still waiting? So I'm not panicking yet. I'm slightly concerned. I'm not panicking. He's only just come back from his injury. But if he's not signed it by the end of 2025, I will probably start entering panic mode at that point.
Yeah. Especially, I feel like, right, from a club's point of view, if we're saying, have the club put a contract on the table, did they kind of, when he got injured, go, do you know what? We don't want to whack him on a massive 400 grand a week for 5 years contract if this injury is going to kind of keep reoccurring, right? So I could understand why they might have gone, let's hold fire on this for a minute, right? Personally, I wouldn't have given a shit. But I can see why City might have gone, we'll hold fire on this. But I would say with you that every game that he's back playing now and his fitness seems to, touch wood, it seems to be going in the right direction. He's getting better every game. If he hasn't signed by, December, then you're starting to think, hold on a second, what's going on here? What is, because that can't be down to the club. It has to be down to him. That one worries me. The other one that does worry me is the Josko one, but I think he'll sign me. I can't see him going.
Yeah, I think Josko stays, man. Again, like Josko, you know, why would he not sign a contract? He's only been here a couple of years. I'm saying that City are probably going to put him on 300 grand a week or whatever. Like, I think I don't really worry about Josko. I think Josko defo stays. It's the Rodri one for me that's the more concerning one, if I'm being honest.
What's this one? Hold on, what's this one? City are very worried about Rodri's injury. They're waiting for a while before offering a new contract. That's what I think they probably are doing. The only thing with that is, by doing that, you're showing, I guess you're letting him know that you're not as loyal to him as maybe he was hoping. Because he's thinking, all right then, so what? If the injury reoccurs, you're going to fuck me off and you're not going to pay me what I'm worth. So
I hear it though from the club's point of view. The club are not just going to hand. It's funny actually. I remember when he got the injury. I remember tweeting it and saying, "I wonder if the club, postpone the contract." And a load of City fans with the comments were going, "No, they'll still give it him now. Why are you saying this?" And it was like, so you think the club are going to put him on 200 to 400 grand a week when he's not going to kick a ball for 9 months?
Yeah. Rodri, and this is the thing.
Rodri, they were going to do that.
He's going to be on between 300 and 400 grand a week, isn't he?
Rodri, I'd be surprised if he's on less than 400 grand a week, mate.
Yeah, there's a Ballon d'Or winner now.
I can't lie.
What's Gigi on?
I think he's on like 300.
Yeah, so Rodri's going to want to be more than him. Yeah, and he's going to. Anyway, what I wanted to speak on, mate, is do we underestimate Josko and how good he is and how important he is? And do other clubs?
Other clubs defo do. And other rival fans probably do.
Because you think about it, the start of this season, right? There's been no, up until he didn't play up until the United game. And obviously our form wasn't as good. Since he's come in, we're looking a lot different at the back. No rivals speak on it at all, right? Now, can you imagine the noise if Gabriel or fucking Van Dijk were out injured at the moment? Everyone, and we're talking with Josko, our player of the season last season.
Yeah.
And the form of Diaz, the way the form of Diaz has picked up since Josko's come in, very apparent. Very, very, very apparent.
I think with Josko, I think you got to remember he's played less than 20 games at centre back for City.
Yeah.
He did 12 last year, and he's done about 5 or whatever this year. So, Josko, I think for rivals and the media and everyone start talking about him at centre half, I think they probably want to see him do it for a year, which is fair enough. Whatever.
Yeah, which is fair.
I think from our point of view, we all know clearly how important he is. You know what I mean? Because he's I don't know. He's phenomenal. You know what I mean? He's great at defending. He's great on the ball. He's just everywhere. He seems to intercept loads of. Watch the next game. The amount of balls he intercepts is ridiculous. So for me, it's absolutely crucial that we get this guy locked up. You know what I'd be doing? I'd be getting locked on one of these 10-year contracts, me. I would. I'd get him locked up.
How is he? 24 now, is he?
23, I think he is.
He's still fucking 23.
I'd be getting him locked up on a 10-year deal, man. Like for me, this guy's proved that he's already close to being world class. If you don't already consider him a world class defender. Yeah. Yeah. Why not? Why not just put him on a 10-year deal like we've done with Haaland? Everyone else is doing it. Yeah. I'd get him. I'm getting locked up, me.
It's not just defensively. I mean, it's obvious the difference he's made to our defence, right? But for me, it's further up the pitch as well.
Yeah.
It's how important he is.
And you know what? He can break the lines with his passes as well, get the ball to the forward line, man. He's just a very, very important player. And, not to throw shade at Diaz, but Diaz isn't great on the ball, right? No. So when you play Diaz, you're going to have a John Stones or a Gvardiol next to him. He's just a top player, man. I'm looking for him just to, get a solid season in at centre-half and see what he's about this year. But yeah, he's mega. He really is. And like I say, I wouldn't be against giving him a 10-year deal. Just get him locked up.
Do you know what? He's just turned 23 this year.
Very young, man. Very young. Yeah.
That's mad,
Very young. Yeah. He's class, man. He's just a baller. And, Tiki said in his exit interview that Gvardiol would be the best centre-back in world football. So if that's what the guy thinks and, he's already looking pretty good as it is, why not? Yeah. Say to Gvardiol, bro, we can put the release clause in if you want. We can get you signed on a 10-year deal, release clause 120, 130 mil. If you want to go, no problem. There's the fee. No, it's not about not allowing you to leave. It's about we want to have commitment that you're here for the next 10 years. Yeah. If you do change your mind and want to leave, then no problem. That's the release clause. You can leave, but at least we know that you're either staying with us for the next decade, or if you do end up leaving, we're getting cash. So why not, man? Why not do it?
Yeah. I don't know if we spoke about this on your show on Tuesday. It's come out that City went in for Bruno in the summer.
Apparently so, yeah. If that's true, then it's not surprising because the guy's a baller, and I think he's exactly what we need. But But yeah, the thing is, when Newcastle would never. I think Newcastle was probably open to selling one of their star players, right? If they wanted to leave, yeah. But they were never, ever going to sell two. They were never going to do that. You know, they were never going to do that. So I think as soon as they realised that Isak was not going to stay, which basically they realised as soon as the guy went on strike, it was chalked. You know, that's why we didn't get them. That's why I'm just waiting on this Livramento thing. I think if Livramento don't sign a contract, I think City are going to go back in for him next summer. Yeah, because I'm telling you now, Newcastle will be throwing cash money at Livramento to stay. They'll be throwing in bag. They'll be like, we'll probably make you the one of the best paid fullbacks in the league, whatever. They will throw money at him to sign. So if he doesn't sign a new contract by the end of the season, I reckon it could be on.
Yeah, I think. Do you know what? Before Isak left them, this is where I think Newcastle fucked up big time this summer, because I felt like this summer they had a squad of players, and a very good squad of players, that were willing to give it at least one season in the Champions League and see what they could achieve. Off the back of winning a trophy together, I think that probably spurred them all to stay. I think they haven't strengthened for me enough for what they're going to need to be able to do the Champions League and the Premier League. And I think they'll give it a season. And then after that, I agree with you. I think Livo's a Newcastle fan. Is he? Livramento a Newcastle fan? Is he? I can't see.
Is he really? I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Where is that a thing? Tino Livramento, Liverpool, Newcastle fan. No, I never knew that, chat. Where's Daps gone? Daps has left me.
Okay, what happened there? Switch to a different camera. This one must have got oils on it. I'm stuck trying to use a new camera, but fuck it, use this one for now. I can't see what academy did Livramento come up from? He's from Croydon.
Chelsea won it.
Yeah, he's from Croydon. Nah, I can't. I can't see him being a Newcastle fan. You know. Hold on, Brandon, are you a Newcastle fan?
Nah, Brandon's not a Newcastle fan. He's a City fan.
Yeah, that's mad. I can't see him being.
But yeah, just keep an eye on that, man. You know, if he doesn't sign a contract, then I think it could be on. But we'll have to wait and see. Hopefully, because I think he's the perfect player for us, man. I think he's the perfect player for us. Yeah, if you could get, I said, right, if you could get him.
Not keep Khusanov there.
Nah, I dropped Diaz next year and put Khusanov there, personally.
Yeah.
But if you could get Livramento, Bruno G, and Elise next year, oh my God, that would be.
Do you think we can get? I can't see Elise leaving Bayern now.
It's tough, but if you put the money down on the table, man.
Yeah, they might take it. Yeah.
Yeah, if you put the money down on the table, who knows? Who knows? You know, ideally, what you need is you need Bayern to have a terrible Champions League run and City to have a decent one. And it's like, you know what, I want to do well in the Champions League, man. Yeah. But imagine if we could get him, man. Elise, baller, top baller.
Elise, yeah, for me, that's. I mean, look, we're still not. At what point do we say, do you know what, Doku's good enough? Because for me, I've got to see this form continue for the whole season.
Well, I think he's definitely good enough as a squad player.
Yeah, but for him to be, for it to get to a point where we're going, do you know what, actually, we're all right for wingers.
Well, he probably needs to do it.
I
think he needs to do it all season. It's his third year.
I was going to say it needs to be all season.
It needs to be all. That doesn't mean he can't have the odd bad game here or there. I'm not saying every single game has to be good, but I'm saying for like 85% of the matches now this season, I think he has to be on it. He has to be like top player because he's his third year. This is what I'm saying. So, yeah, I'd say give him this year, see what he does. We'll make our decision at the end of the season. But the way it started, he's very promising, isn't it? Very promising.
Yeah, very, very. The turnaround's mad. The way he's now linking up with Haaland compared to what it was like last season is just.
And that was my biggest problem with him.
Yeah. Same.
That was my biggest problem, is that bro had 1 assist to Haaland in 2 years, and like people was just acting as if that wasn't like a fucking major red flag. Do
No.
you know what I'm saying? But now this season, it defo looks like he's got a better connection with Haaland. You know what I mean? Like he's set him up for a goal already. He's got second assist. He played that ball in behind for the Arsenal game where Haaland could have squared it to Foden.
Yeah.
You know, and if he can do that more regularly, then yeah, top player. I've always said about Doku, mate. Yeah, his actual underlying numbers are not even bad. They're pretty good numbers. You know, his goal and assist per 90 minutes are actually pretty decent.
It's just a frustration. It's the fact of when you see someone beat a man or beat their man so much, right? But then not put in a good final ball. That's the frustration. It's like, what are we doing? And
yeah,
the numbers should be a lot higher. Bear with me. I need to find my fucking charger. Give me a second. Give me a second, LB.
Yeah, no worries. No worries. Doku seems to have a good connection with Haaland. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Herbal, man. It's about like getting these players, yeah, to have good connections. You need your winger to have good connection. Yeah, you can't have your winger not being able to have a connection with the striker. It's ridiculous. You know what I mean? So it's looking better. That's what it's about, man. Improve. You know, Linders, maybe he's having an effect on it. Who knows?
I think
yeah. Oh, he's gone again. Who will hold down that right spot long term? It's up for grabs, man.
That's what I was about to say to you next. After the Doku thing,
yeah,
is who now? Because on the right hand side, that's who we have to be looking at. I mean, for me at the moment, Bobb needs it. I feel like Bobb needs a goal soon. Otherwise, he's going to get into that place that Savinho was in last season.
Yeah, I agree. I think Bobb needs a goal quick time, or at least like a couple of assists or whatever. But yeah, I don't know. I still think our wingers is just something just to keep our eye on. You know what I mean? Like, could it be Cherki? Maybe it could be Cherki, but again, early days, we don't know. You know, it seems like Pep might want to play him through the middle at the moment. So I think at the moment, yeah, I'm not someone that's going to say, oh yeah, Doku's fucking cooking now. Like he's set for the next 5 years. He's had 3 games. So let's see what he does. Can he keep it up? Bobb, yeah, started all right, but could do with a goal or an assist. Let's see what he can do. Savinho, you wanted to go Spurs. You signed a new contract. You need to cook now. Will he play on the left? Will he play on the right? And Cherki, what's going on with Cherki? I just think there's still like a lot of unknowns at the moment. I think we just have to wait it out and just see what happens, man.
I think when Cherki comes back in as well, I could see, because before Cherki got injured, he was playing in a bit more of a central role, right? When I can see Pep maybe wanting to give him a go on the right. But the other thing is we have to remember is when Marmoush comes back, then there's going to be competition for, where are you with Marmoush?
I don't think I'm anywhere other than at the moment, Doku's better than him. And has been better than him since the end of last season.
See, for me, at this point, I'm looking and this is it through the summer as well, by the way. Through the Club World Cup, Doku was better than him. Back end of last season, Doku was good. I'm probably looking at Marmoush at the moment, thinking Marmoush would be that Haaland backup, what I thought he would be.
Yeah, probably. I mean, I think Marmoush is just one of those players that can play in a couple of different positions. So he'll always get game time. He'll always come off the bench. He'll always start, when injuries or rest needed. But if you're going off of form, then he doesn't get in the team at the moment. That's just a fact.
Yeah,
that's just a fact. If you're going off of form, like that's just a fact, bro. So.
But I feel we are going to need the way Haaland seems to be playing at the moment. I tell you what, this is actually something quite interesting with Burnley at the weekend. Do we see City go back to playing? And I think this is going to be an interesting one with Pep, right? Because Pep could look at this Burnley game and go, "Oh yeah. Let's switch back to how we were playing before, right? Because we're going to have a lot of possession." And with possession, naturally, it's going to, Burnley aren't going to be onto us like other teams have. And it's interesting to see how we're going to play against them, how we're going to adapt against, because I'm 99% certain it's going to be a low block.
Yeah, you'd think so, because they played a low block against Liverpool and they were at home against Liverpool. So coming away, unless they just don't respect us, you know what I mean? Maybe they're going to come to the Etihad and they don't respect City and they're like, we'll take City on. They're not good.
But now this is the thing that already they'll be looking at probably the Arsenal game going, fucking hell, yeah. Do you know what? we don't want to put it on City because then Haaland's going to get him behind us. So now,
exactly, yeah.
And this is where I think it's going to be interesting to see what Haaland does if Haaland fucking avoids going in their box.
Because this is why I've been saying
himself away from the defense, he's going to pull them out.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think they do sit back. I think they sit back, mate. Yeah, and defend for their lives. But I just think we'll have too much, man. I think the way Foden's playing at the moment,
yeah,
he's looking unstoppable, man. I can't lie.
It's like hold tight, everyone that's come in. Shout out to Rants for the raid. Smash the likes, people. I'd say like looking at Foden against Huddersfield as well. It's you're getting back to that Foden in the pockets. In particular that pocket just outside the box, right?
Yeah.
And when I mean, his goal kind of came there, didn't it, from the little 1-2? And it's when he gets in those positions there. Do you know what? Even the United game, it's the fact that he was crashing the box and following the ball in from Doku, the thing that no one else did. And I just think he looks like he's only going to get better as well now, Foden, because he looks, I don't know, he looks happy, innit? You can just look at him and tell.
He looks happy, man. He looks happy. He's playing with a smile on his face and he's getting involved. And he's like, he's trying to be one of the main guys on the pitch, which is what we need. Yeah. So it's all positive news, mate. But again, it's another player that's like, now just needs to do it again consistently like he did 2 years ago. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure he will. I have no doubts about Foden. I never had any doubts about Foden, man. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, if we're going to win anything this year, we need Foden to be on it. That's just the facts.
Yeah.
And it's looking good, man. It's looking positive. You know what I mean? People say, we didn't do anything at Arsenal. Look at how we played against Arsenal. We didn't play in a situation where it allowed Foden to get on the ball and do his shit. We played on a low block, man. We're defending for our lives. Like, nobody understand what people expected Foden to do. Foden was getting involved. He defended really, really well. So, shout out Foden, man. Like, he had a tough year last year, but seems like he's bounced back big time.
Yeah, that's what. Do you know what? And that's what I like as well. The fact that I think someone said it the other day. I said it looks like any mental health issues he's got over, but someone said it looks like he just knows how to manage them.
Maybe, who knows? I don't know what's going in the guy's head. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, the guy's playing good football again, and that's, you can tell. Look at the first half against Huddersfield, man. I know people are like, it's Huddersfield. No, you're missing the point. Yeah, look at how he's playing. Look at how he's demanding the ball. Look how he's getting on the ball. Yeah, it's not about the opposition. It's about him. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And he wasn't doing that last year. He wasn't asking for the ball. He wasn't getting on it. He was getting the ball, just passing it backwards or passing it left and right. He's playing little 1-2s. He's running. He's sprinting. Yeah, this is what we need him to do, man. And that's what he wasn't doing last year. So, shout out. And you know what, bro? Like, I'm not going to lie, as much as some people might not want to hear this, probably good for him last year because he's give his body a bit of a break. Because he wasn't really sprinting around last year, was he? He was just like fucking ghosting around on the pitch. So long term, probably a good thing. We probably wouldn't have won fuck all even if Foden was playing mint last year. Yeah. So it's probably a good thing long term that he had that year because he's probably just giving his body a break, to be honest.
Yeah. I think now as well, this is a thing that I'm hopeful of, right? I mean, and we're only a couple of games away, is to have Cherki, Marmoush, and Kovacic return, maybe not Kovacic, in particular Cherki and Marmoush return to a City team that has a bit more confidence, that has a bit more momentum, that's playing with a bit more freedom and a bit more smiles on faces again. See Cherki come into the team and it not be like it was at the start of the season where it was kind of on Cherki to be that difference to last season. I think you bring Cherki in where there's no pressure on him, I think he'll thrive even more. A bit like, I guess, Wolves. He came on against Wolves 2-0 up.
Yeah.
I think that's where he's really, really, really going to thrive. Fucking hell, Daps, why'd you cut your hair? Because it was getting long. Nico G, quickly. You saw Pep on the pitch with him afterwards.
Yeah.
Where are you with him? Do you think he had a good game, by the way?
Yeah, I thought I did have a good game. I thought he had a good game, did everything that he needed to do. I think he played well, bro, to be honest with you, and did his job. And I think, Pep doing all that after the game, he's just coaching him, bro. He said it after the game. He said he wants to be coached. You know what I mean? And he needs to be coached because if you want Nico Gonzalez to be a Manchester City player long term, he needs to improve. That's just the facts, and the only way he's going to improve is by being coached. So you can't have it both ways. So that's what Pep's doing. He's just coaching.
Do you know what? The thing is, this is now the second time we've seen it, because I saw it, I videoed it at the open training. Right, he was doing something very similar to what he did the other day, and then at this one, and in both instances, I've looked at it to kind of, because obviously there's always this narrative, Pep ain't having him, he don't rate him. So I've watched it for body language, right, just to see what and it doesn't seem like Pep's pissed off at him. It doesn't seem like he's pissed off that Pep's coaching him. It actually seems like it's just a coaching session, right? Yeah. And that is how it should be. So I feel, to me, it is a sign that Pep knows that. Look, this isn't a Calvin Phillips. By this point with Calvin Phillips, we've known this guy cannot be Rodri's replacement. He's not good enough. Right?
Facts. Yeah.
Whereas with this one, you look at it and you think, do you know what? I think Pep knows he's not Rodri yet, but also knows he is going to. For me, he is good enough. And I also think you play him and Kovacic. I think you're probably close to getting. That works for me. A Kovacic, Nico Gonzalez pivot works for me in games where Rodri can't play.
Yeah, I still think in the bigger games or against any Premier League side, I think Nico G needs to have a Bernardo or a Kovacic next to him. Yeah, until he can prove otherwise. Yeah, because obviously you see what happened against Spurs. He didn't particularly have a great game against Spurs, right? Because he was on his own. Yeah, that was probably a mistake from Pep Guardiola there. So, yeah, I let's just see, man. Like, again, I don't need Nico Gonzalez to be the next Rodri. I just need him to be competent enough where when we play teams like Napoli at home, I can go, you know what? I can give you a rest here. I don't have to play Rodri. You know what I'm saying? That's all I need you to be. That's it. And if you can do that, great, brilliant, fantastic. I don't need you to be the next Rodri, bro. I really don't. I just need you to be good enough for me to trust you in crap games and middle tier games that you can do me a job. And, if Rodri is injured, I can play you against a good team and you won't just absolutely melt. You know what I mean? So that's it. That's all I need from you. Can you do that? Yes or no? If you say and you can do it, you'll have a very long career at Manchester City for sure. If you can't,
I think so as well. How old is he, brother? He's 20. He's only
young, man. I think he's 23 or something. 23, 24.
Yeah. Finally, another one to speak on quickly. Reijnders. What's your take on Reijnders so far? Honestly,
what's my honest opinion on him? I think it's frustrated me how he's not got to the speed of the game quicker than he has. I thought he would have been quicker. But the thing is with Reijnders is a type of player that even if he plays bad, he can still get you a goal or an assist. So, and that's good. It'll help him massively. He's got 4 goal involvements already at Manchester City this year. He's had like one decent. If you talk about overall performance, he's probably had one decent game. So, no, I don't have any problems with the guy. To be honest with you, I think as Amin says, I think he's a class player. I think he'll be mega for us. I just want him to get up to the speed of the game a little bit quicker. It feels like sometimes he's a little too slow to make his decision or something, but that will come with time. Yeah, that will come with time as he gets used to it. I just want him to get used to it quicker. That's all. But I've not seen anything in him that worries me. Anyway, I think he's going to be a class signing for the football club. It just how long is he going to take to get fully up to speed with the game? That's all.
Yeah, that's exactly. I think we've seen certain moments from him where you can see the class in him, whether it be the opening game against Wolves, but also I can't lie, against Arsenal, that run, the timing and the weight of the pass.
Yeah, it was nice. Good.
It was perfect for me, bro. Even the angle of the run, everything was perfect to make enough space for Haaland. And that's where I think with him, I think he just is taking maybe a little bit longer. I think probably the physicalness of the Premier League is it's a bit more physical. And also I do think, it's something that Rodri had. I think when players come to the Premier League, that they often do. And of course, LB, how about not running it to the corner flag?
Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, I don't want to speak about that anymore, man. I don't want to speak about that anymore, bro.
Do you know what? I was thinking the same thing at the time, though. Why are we not going to the corner flag here?
I think everyone was, wasn't they?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's what it is. Done now, isn't it?
Yeah. And right, I think that's pretty much it. Not much else. Not much other news coming out of City. So you're going with you, I presume. Oh, actually, no. I do have one last question for you, bro. Again, be honest with me. Are you getting a little bit nervous whenever Trafford plays with the ball at his feet?
No.
You're not. It must be me. I'm fucking, bro. I just think he's starting to look like he's. I don't know. It's mad, right? Because there's this narrative that Donnarumma can't use his feet at Trafford, but all of a sudden, I'm now watching Trafford thinking, I'm just worried that Trafford's trying to do too much with the ball at his feet.
Nah, I don't think so. I'm not worried with him, to be honest with you. But I would say to you, with all due respect, don't worry, because I don't think he's going to play that much anyway.
I fucking knew you were going to say that. Yeah, I've seen he's actually being linked with clubs already.
I'm pretty sure he'll probably leave in the summer, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Again, like.
I mean, to be fair, Ortega's still here. He might leave in January, to be fair.
Who knows? He might move in January. I mean, he might if Ortega stays. But then he wasn't even on the bench, was he? For the he wasn't even on the bench for the game against Huddersfield, which is mad, I think.
Yeah.
You don't think that's wild? How he took Donnarumma and not Ortega to Huddersfield.
Yeah, that is mad enough.
That's mad, isn't it? He's not injured, is he?
Nah. Don't think he is.
I was mad shocked to see Donnarumma. When I seen Donnarumma getting off the bus, I was like, what the fuck is he doing there? Why is he not been left in Manchester?
I didn't notice that. But you could see that if any team has a keeper out injured, right? Or maybe even a team like, did Newcastle actually? Pope's still Newcastle's number one, isn't he?
Pope's still number one, yeah. So they're still looking for a new goalkeeper. They're still looking for a new number one.
And if he hasn't got much game time by January, I think he probably would be thinking, do you know what? I'll take any move on loan here because it could get me on that plane to the World Cup. So I wouldn't be surprised if people look at him in January. But,
yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens in January, innit? But yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if he goes Newcastle, man, and we could do a little swap deal with Tino.
I can't. What, in January?
Well, yeah, maybe. Weirder things have happened, innit? Weirder things have happened.
But I just feel at the moment, I can't lie. Donnarumma is. Where were you when we bought Donnarumma? Were you fully on board?
I wanted him
because Steve was fucking obsessed with him, right?
Yeah, I wanted him, man.
Yeah, see, I was kind of like, do you know what? I'll have him, but I wasn't. We must get him. I can't lie. I
wanted him. As soon as I seen Ederson in the Club World Cup, I was like, nah. I was like, he can't stay, man. He ain't locked in, bro. You know what I mean? And like, I proper wanted it like Ederson to lock in and that. You know what I'm saying? But when I watched Ederson in the Club World Cup, I was like, this guy don't want to be here, man.
Club World Cup,
like, right. And then as soon as I saw we got linked with Donnarumma, I was all over that. I was like, yes, come on, mate. You know what I'm saying? Didn't mean I wasn't like I wasn't asking questions because I did think it was weird. I think it's weird. You know what I mean? That we're getting Donnarumma. You won't put Donnarumma and Pep together, but I don't give a fuck. I want him. If Pep wants him, I want him. See, I was definitely for it, man. I wanted these Galacticos, man.
See, my whole thing is like anyone that was because I was kind of the same as you. I was like, I know he's a better goalkeeper than Trafford, but I was borderline obsessed with you have to play City the way that you have to play City the way Ederson plays, right? Yeah. So it's confusing me. But I can't lie, I don't think I have fallen in love with a player as quickly as I have Donnarumma.
Really?
Bro, I can't. Probably Haaland, right? The last player that's come in and you had a physical impact that quickly.
No, I hear it, man. I just think he adds like a layer of like safety. Do you know what I mean? I feel like City fans and like everyone just looks at him and says, you know what, we can rely on you to pull out a save.
Yeah.
And it's kind of mad, but with Ederson, like you just couldn't. I don't want to slag the guy off because I think he's the greatest City keeper we've ever had, but like towards the end, man, I just didn't feel like Ederson was going to save anything, mate. I'll be real with you.
Do you know what? In that Club World Cup, it was. I remember saying, we're not speaking enough about how Ederson doesn't look like he's given a shit. Like literally wasn't moving for some. Just didn't. He was making mistakes all over the gaff. It was weird, very weird. But now it's just with Donnarumma as well. It's a mentality thing. I honestly think he's come in and he's just. Yeah, I don't know. It's mad. It is funny to see rivals talking on him. Would you put any fault at his feet for the goal against Arsenal?
Yeah, I put some. Yeah, definitely. I think he's in a bit of no man's land. 100%. You can't just say that he didn't do fuck all wrong. He was in no man's land. But you know, I just look at other stuff first. I look at what we're doing on the ball. And sometimes, you know what, people don't like doing this, but sometimes you just have to give credit to the opposition. And that ball from Eze and the finish from Martinelli.
The finish from Martinelli was quality.
Both the finish outrageous. So yeah, 100%. Donnarumma shouldn't be just in no man's land like that. But I'm not getting on the back of him. Like I don't think. Not for me, man.
Do you know what? One thing I don't know if you've noticed, but some of his passing out from the back, them little kind of like chips forward to the wide position, and it's almost like the City players have been told about it because they're knowing to attack him. He's putting them in a position where they're very easy to get up and get a little knockdown to Haaland. And he's done it a couple of times. So that's impressed me, is balls forward. But also, for me, it's on the corners, mate. On the corners.
Oh, no.
It's because we have to remember this Arsenal team are phenomenal at corners, right? Yeah. They are. And he had him on Sunday. He had him going kind of and having a chat about trying to come up with different ways of because everything, he just that punch is different. That punch
now 100%. Like, and you know what? That's apparently one of his weak areas.
Yeah, that's mad.
Well, if that's one of his weak areas, then we're doing all right, lads. You know what I'm saying? If that's one of his weak areas, because against Arsenal, he was exceptional. I think he had one where he didn't fully get the punch right, and he sort of like span it in the air a little bit. Yeah. But other than that, he was taking the pressure off. You know what I mean? And you need that. You need your goalkeeper. You don't really see a lot of that these days. You know, I mean, when I was growing up, mate, you used to see goalkeepers fucking sprinting out on corners, like collecting it and punching it. A lot of the time now, goalkeepers just stay on the line. But you know. And you got some younger people, if you're like under the age of maybe even if you're under the age of like 20, you probably never really seen goalkeepers do that, you know what I mean? But like when we were growing up, like goalkeepers used to sprint out from corners and used to fucking whack it all the time. And like that was a big part. Like Edwin van der Sar at United, he used to do it all the time.
Yeah. The thing is, I always used to say my nephew was a goalkeeper, right? I used to take him to football every Sunday. He decided they needed a keeper. He decided he was going to become a keeper. And I said to him, look, I said, if you want to be a keeper, I said, you've got a few advantages, but you have to be brave, right? But you are given advantages that no one else on the pitch have. Firstly, if you come out, you can dive on the floor and wrap your body around the ball. No one else can do that, right? You might get a kick or two, but no one else can do that. Once you've got your body round that ball, it's yours. Secondly, on corners, you can get an extra fucking 3 foot on every other player? Because no other player can jump up with their hand in the air. As a goalkeeper, and it's nice seeing a keeper that actually fucking takes advantage of that. Yeah, and isn't needed to be defended by defenders or forming it's like he's almost said to the City defenders, don't worry about the ball in this area, right? If I shout, I'm coming through and it's mine. And it is because he knows at his height, with that extra reach, no one's getting it. No one's getting it.
I agree. And I just think it's going to go down as a top siding. He'll make mistakes. He made a mistake against Arsenal. He'll make mistakes. He'll make mistakes on the ball as well. He'll kick the ball he'll probably give a couple of goals away. But at the end of the day, again, it's all about, does his benefits outweigh the negatives?
Yeah,
and that's what it was with Ederson. Just flipped. Ederson's distribution and on the ball qualities outweighed his not so good shot stopping. I feel that over the last 18 months, with Ederson, I kind of feel like it didn't anymore. And it's not even necessarily Edison's fault. I think because the defence got weaker. Yeah, we needed a shot stopper. And I think that's where Pep's gone. I think Pep's looked at our defence and gone, you know what, our defence isn't as good as it was in the treble year. So that means now we need a better shot stopper. And I think that's the reason we've gone for Donnarumma, mate. So I think it's going to be a top signing, man. Top signing.
I think as well, we've got to give credit to Pep on this one as well. We saw in Donnarumma, I think on Tuesday or Wednesday night, whenever the Ballon d'Or was, where he's come. It might have even been Monday, in fact. But he said, "Thank you to Pep and City for having faith in me." And I think that is a big one with him as well. I think that's why he's come here. I think the way it ended at PSG, we've taken advantage of that a little bit. Because maybe he was feeling like, fucking hell. Imagine, Bo, you've just literally won the Champions League and been the player that helped the team to win the Champions League with some of your performances. And then you're fucked off and told, now we don't want you. Yeah. You're thinking, what? What the fuck? And the fact that Pep's jumped on that straight away and gone, we'll have a bit of that. And I think he's come to City, and this is a thing now where I'll be pretty confident that we might keep him for the rest of his career, because he's come to City a bit like De Bruyne did after the whole Chelsea thing. Once you get a player that's been rejected like that, their love for your club, if you show him love, is a bit different. I don't know. I think I agree with you, bro. I think it could end up being, how much did we pay for him? Was it
30 million euros?
Yeah, that's mad.
Which is cheap. I thought we were going to get him cheaper personally, given the situation, but like the price is ridiculous. 30 million euros for Donnarumma is crazy. You know what I mean? Yeah. And you know what Scholes said about United. He said that it's a criminal offence that United didn't try and sign Donnarumma.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, you know, the pundits know as well. The pundits know this is a top signing for City. Yeah.
I think also when you look at the PSG players and the love that the PSG players have for him, it tells you how important he was to them as well. So he's obviously a leader. But right, people, what you got coming up today, LB?
Yeah, I do a couple of streams on the channel, man. And then obviously, watch along tomorrow. So big game. Let's get the W, man. Let's get the 3 points in it.
Right, people. I'm off to Centre Parks today for the weekend. So yeah,
I've been there, bro.
The goal is 10 minutes for me, 10 minutes for me. It's just up the road. Going with my mate and his kids and my kids. So just going to be going down all the water slides and that.
Yeah.
But I will be putting out content tomorrow morning and Sunday morning as well. So I am still about. This is going to redirect over to Never a Foul. So stay where you are. Smash a like when you get in there. And everyone have a good day.